Okay, we're going to work on using your graphing calculator to solve equations. Take out your practice sheet that should have been given to you by Ms. Thompson or Ms. Bupp or Ms. Sutton, and look at problem number 1. Press y equals and enter the left side of the equation in y1, that's the 7x minus 5. Then enter the right side of the equation in y2, that's the 2x plus 5. We're going to graph this, so let's do zoom 6 so we get a nice little 10 by 10 window. And the answer to my equation is the intersection point at the top. So to find that, I'm going to press second and trace for calculate, and I'm going to choose number 5, and I'm going to press enter 3 times. And x equals 2 is my solution to that equation. So my answer is A, x equals 2. All right, let's try number 2. Now you'll notice in number 2, there are m's and not x's. So we need to replace the m's with the x in the calculator. So again, we're going to put the left side into our calculator as y1. We're going to put the right side in as y2. And you could switch those if you need to. Okay, or just if you want to. Right? And we're going to zoom 6 to see if we see our intersection. Now this time our intersection's off the screen. So since I can't see my intersection on the screen, I'm going to need to zoom out until I can see it. So I'm going to press zoom and number 3 for out and press enter. And now I can see the intersection. If I couldn't see the intersection still, I could press enter another time and it would zoom me out even further. Right? So again, to find the intersection, I'm going to press second and trace and number 5 and press enter 3 times. And my intersection point is x equals 14. So my answer to this one is F. All right, let's try one more. Let's try number 3. Where now in number 3 we have a fraction, so we've got to be careful about how we enter the fraction. And so we want to make sure we put our fraction in parentheses. So our 1/3 needs to go in parentheses. And remember, we can replace that t with an x. Minus 6. Our right side of our equation is 15. And let's zoom 6 again. Zoom 6 always gives us a nice little 10 by 10 window. And this time we really can't see our intersection. So we're going to zoom 3 to zoom out again and press enter. Still can't see it, so I'm going to press enter one more time. Now I can see it on the screen. So second trace and 5 for intersect and enter, enter, enter. And x equals 63. So my answer is D, choice D. Now if you look down on your sheet, I have problems. If you flip it over to the back, you'll see that number 7 is an inequality. Even though it's an inequality, the answer choices all have different numbers. So we can use our calculator to find which answer choice would be appropriate here as well. Okay, we can go in and do the same thing. Put the left side in y1, the right side in y2, press zoom 6, okay, and I can see the intersection really nicely on this one. So second trace and 5, and press enter 3 times, and my intersection is x equals -2, so my answer choice is B. Now, this works a lot of times for the inequalities, but occasionally the answer choices will be the same, and you'll still have to pick based on what you know about inequalities. This one, because it's got a negative with the x, the inequality sign is going to flip. So that helps us narrow down our choices too. So if the inequality sign flipped, then our answer choices have got to be either A or B. Okay? But if all your numbers are different, treat it like a regular equation. Go ahead and use the calculator to help you solve it. and pick your answer choice. Try the remaining problems on this worksheet. There's a link to the study guide where you can try them should be able to try them on the iPod Touch, okay? Or you can fill them out on this sheet and get Ms. Thompson, Ms. Bob, or Ms. Sutton to check them for you. Good luck.